Okay, welcome back to Rock and Rattle Retreat. Fall of 2020. And here we have March of 2023, where the footers are actually done and drying. Concrete. All right. They're coming in and unloading the forms for the walls. Now on this one, they're not doing all the forms because we can't get enough trucks up with the company that is supplying the concrete. They only have 6 trucks in total, and I think one is still down. So when they do the pour, we got 5 trucks. But this is just putting them up, making walls, forming them up. And God, this looks big. It's a bit different when you actually see it in person versus trying to visualize the whole coming up so far. We got a basement that's 30 by 32, walkout steps right there in front of you. And there's the second day they come to form up the walls for the bedroom area. Okay, pre-sunset. Look at those rays coming down. Alright, we have a problem on the back wall in this corner. This is the south garage. Back here in the corner, you can see the nail way down there in the footer. And you go straight up, and we got rock. So their form is not going to fit in there. We can either get the excavator in here with this hammer hoe, which that'd be the next day or whatever. And I decided I'm just going to take care of it myself, and we're going to blast and hammer it out. So blasters come back out. It's been a while. So I've already drilled the holes. This is my blasting kit. Put you guys down there. I have 3 heads. I'm only going to use 2 of them for this. Gotta get the cords separated here. And if you haven't seen the previous one where I do this, I have to go way back to find it, where I explain how to do it. This is going to be a brief summary. Take a blasting head, and you take 2 charges, one for each blasting head. Where am I going to put them? Oh, here we go, right there. The rest of the charges back. And I am going to use 1 booster for each hole. So you have the main charge, and you can put 2 boosters in a hole if you want, if you drill them deep enough. I'm only going to put 1 in each. Depends on how far you drill in and how much you want to actually blow out. They're mostly crack. Now on this operation, I already tried breaking up the rock. There's a little section missing there right in front of me. But that's where those pieces are. And we're going to put the boosters in here. Like I said, 1 in each hole. Get it down to the bottom. Don't want any air gaps down there. I tried breaking this up with the big hammer. This rock's tougher than you think. Okay, so you take the main charge, and then you take the head. wire on the charge. You gotta undo it and get it straight. Can't have any twists and turns in it, because there is a groove on that head down where you stick it that wire has to go into. And if it doesn't go into that little groove, you ain't getting into that hole. Place it on the tip of the head and you get that wire going into that groove all the way up. Here you can see it there. And then there's two wires there. There's two little plungers where it connects into. And if my fingers would work, I'd actually get them in here. Put the wire through, and the plunger is spring loaded. Connects to it. Get the other one in there. Little blast shield there, flip it up. That protects the connections. And we'll stick it in the hole. And drive it down in there so that it's against that booster. And we do the same thing with the other one. And get it on there and then drive it into the hole. Make sure those blast shields are in the right spot. Because you got to be down in there against the booster for the booster to go off. Alright, the other thing you got to do is put a rock on top of those heads. Now it's kind of hard, so we're going to lean a rock up there. I went and found a nice rock. Keeps the heads in place and up against where they're supposed to be. So when it actually blasts, it doesn't jump out of the hole. Okay, there's the rest of the wire. There is another piece to it. Connect when I get to the generator. Plug in those there, and then we're gonna wind this back to the generator. And then we'll plug in the rest of it. Oh yeah, there we go. And here we go again. A little bit slow. That's the one that I've never had them fly that far. And you see that rock down there on the footer kind of slide back. They touch that camera down there. Definitely took the top off of that one. They suggest putting a blanket or something heavy over everything so it doesn't fly around. Ooh. There's that rock. It's going to slide down. Move it a little bit. And with the good camera. Boom. Pieces flying everywhere. But that put in a lot of cracks. So, crack, crack, crack. That piece up there
whole
could
thing.
come right off. And there's the nail down there. So that's the corner. And I blasted off to the side, so the corner's good. Get this head out of here. Get it all picked up. And you can see that wire is a bit toasty. And this is the hammer that I used. Borrowed it from a neighbor. It's a bit bigger than my demolition hammer. So we're going to see what this does to it. Small stuff, it does pretty good. And I hammer on this thing for close to an hour. Getting some of these cracks. Get stuff pried up. And that hammer is heavy. Blow it out a bit. See what we're working with. Hammer some more. And more and more and more. So we got a good chunk of it out of there. I'm trying to get that one piece out of there. And decide that, you know, I've had enough with this. We are just going to manhandle that baby. Use the back of the split maul and just get rid of that piece. I think that hammer would have done it eventually, but I didn't want to wait around. And there we go. There's that nail down there, and you go straight up from that. They'll get a form in there. So here's another look at the walls, or the forms for the walls. They got all formed up. Well, they didn't get it all formed up, but enough to pour. I think we're going to use all 5 trucks down here. Here's a few pictures of it. There's the bedroom formed up. So basically that's all we got for today. Come back and see the actual pouring of these walls and some more. Subscribe, comment, give us a thumbs up, and we'll catch you later.